Nah, man. The Decepticons have rubbed off on Uncle Phil, man. We gotta do something about this, man. They're talking about raising the price on Game Pass and even maybe the console, man. Come on, we gotta do something about this, man. Somebody get Uncle Phil on the phone, please. Ooh. Oh, man. Wow. Not Uncle Phil. Oh, man. Don't tell me Jim Ryan is rubbing off on Uncle Phil, man. Oh, man. This announcement just came out. I know a lot of y'all already heard about it. Y'all already hearing about it. They might do a price hike on the consoles or the Game Pass. It's going to be something. But they say maybe in the future, it's going to be some price hiking. Some hitchhiking. You know what I'm saying? Some more cash out. It's gonna be cashed out. Okay, so first of all, we gotta look at it this way. They went out and tried to buy the biggest AAA banger in history, Call of Duty. The same game that, as we're speaking about it right now, old Lion Jim Ryan is actually trying to get this deal blocked. Now that game right there is costing them to have to pretty much raise the price, right? Because I mean, where else do you think that $70 billion is gonna get made up at? You know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, Game Pass is in recycle, so it's pretty much running itself on autopilot. But at the same time, when you dig into 70 billion, I'm talking about 70 big ones. That's a lot of money that we're talking about. That ain't a couple dollars. That ain't $70, man. That's 7 billion. Even some billionaires can't even make 70 more billion. You know, that's how crazy it is, man. So to even, you know what I'm saying, look at it as all bad, I'm looking at it more as a business standpoint, you know, as a business person. And you're seeing how Sony, the CEOs, how greedy and grimy they have been. And it's starting to rub off on the rest of the industry. Like, everybody's seeing what they're letting Sony get away with. What the fans, what the ponies and the fanboys are letting Jim Ryan get away with. So, of course, games are going up. Now subscription services going up. As a matter of fact, PlayStation Plus Premium is already is it like $18, $19 already? So I'm pretty sure Xbox Game Pass is looking at that and saying, Uncle Phil is like, wait a minute, we bring way more value than PlayStation Plus. Come on now. Way more value. We got day one AAA bangers about to be dropping. Come on now. Nah, man, we ain't finna go out like no sucker. So now it goes to play on their ego, their pride and their ego. Like, nah, man, we bringing more value. I think we deserve more than what PlayStation Plus is pretty much giving them. Because don't nobody face it. Don't nobody really want that subscription service because Sony ain't focused on that. They're actually blocking their own. They're actually shooting themselves in the foot over there at Sony. Like, they have the recipe to do so many more great things over there. But as of right now, this whole entire Call of Duty Activision Blizzard deal have everything on hold. Everything is on pause over there at Sony. They don't want to show no game showcases, no E3s, no state of plays, nothing. No gameplay for God of War Ragnarok, nothing. Zero zilch. So don't ask. The Decepticons over there, man, ain't playing. If it ain't about money, it ain't about nothing when it comes to Jim Ryan. You think they man, listen. It's been some crazy stuff going down in these gaming streets for the past few months. You know, and it's not even shocking. Is this really a shock? Because this, come to think about it, if we back it up just a little bit. Come to think about it, this conversation came up before. This ain't the first time that they was talking about doing a price hike on Game Pass and maybe even the consoles in the future later on. But I'm thinking more so when this deal closes with Call of Duty Activision. When that deal closes, then that following year we may start to see a change because they're going to be trying to bring even more value. So that's going to automatically make you feel like, okay, well, Game Pass is worth it because we're getting Call of Duty. Think about it. Call of Duty, they want so much money to keep making those games, and they're all going to be in Game Pass day one. That's a lot of money. That they feel like, man, that's a lot of money we will be giving up if we don't at least go up and make some of that back. on Game Pass. And never know, they may change their mind. They may just keep it the same and just go up on the games and make the game the single games $70, like the hard copies and the digital copy games, and leave Game Pass the same. Who knows what they're gonna do? You know, we really don't know the direction of a billionaire mindset, trillionaire mindset. You know what I'm saying? They may say, well, the fans ain't really happy about that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people may jump ship because of that reason. You know what I'm saying? So you got to take that in consideration. But the conversation, they had the conversation before, but now it came up again. I don't know if this is business, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if this to show everybody that, hey, we're here to stay, and if we're asking to raise the price, Sony should have something to worry about. That's the way I'm looking at it. Because obviously they're dead serious this generation, that they're ready, locked and loaded to compete with Sony and Jim Ryan. Like, they ain't messing around with those ponies over there this generation. I'm talking about, like, if they're willing, then we ain't never seen Xbox this cocky. Never. I ain't never seen it, bro. Like, so I know it's real. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people, a lot of fanboys are so in denial that, no, we still got all the AAA bangers. Yeah, but for how long are you going to be able to hold that narrative? How long are you going to be able to continue to say Xbox ain't got no games? Because come 2023, it's over. They're shutting it down. Uncle Phil got those Autobots. That's Optimus Prime right there, boy. He ain't messing around this generation. You know, and we just have so many people are mad and pissed off about this. I don't know if they feel like they're being influenced by Sony in a negative way, or they're trying to compete in that a way of, oh, if Sony can do it, we can do it too, or if Sony can do it, we can do it better. We don't really know, because he ain't did the price hike yet. There's talks about it that they may do it, but he said eventually it may happen. So we don't really know if it's going to happen. And going back, looking at some other content creators, what they were saying in other countries, this is real. They can't afford PS5. They love PC and Xbox Game Pass because it's so much affordable. Like, they can afford it, they can keep up. They don't have the money to keep going out and buying $70 games over and over and over. But do you think that Decepticon Jim Ryan cares about that? Do you think you can write him a letter? Do you think you can get him on the phone and text him and say, hey, Jim Ryan, listen, brother. I know that you're greedy, you're grimy, you're shady, and you love doing these little exclusive bad deals behind Xbox back. But can you please just bring the games down, the price down? Can you bring the console price down? This man will literally hang up in your face. He's literally going to hang up in your face. There is no way possible that you can reason with them. You can't compromise with Sony. They're not going to do it. They are stuck in their ways, and that's just the way it's going to be. And this is the only way that most people are going to look at it, because it started a trend. It just trickled down. Once Sony decided to have a premium, high quality console this entire generation with premium price tags, everybody else is following. Assassin's Creed, Call of Duty, and so many more. All the new games that's going to drop, most of them are going to be 70, unless you're on probably PC and some on Xbox. But for the truth of the matter, most of these games are going to go up. You know what I'm saying? And which one is worse? Do the regular games, like the hard copies, the standalone games, mean more to people than the subscription service going up? Like, which one do you rather pay more for, the game or the subscription service? That's going to be the argument. Like, so if Sony continues to go the route that they're going down, that's going to be bad, because obviously Xbox is already creeping up. They're already closing the gap between PS5 and Xbox. They're closing the gap fast. I think I looked earlier. I think it was like almost 2 million. They're head like 2 million or 2.5 million consoles. That is crazy. We never seen Xbox competing like this, and they're growing at a very fast rate, and they're even growing over there in Japan. They have took it into their own hands to go over there to Japan and shake hands and make fans and buy up studios in Sony hood. They pulled up on Sony in their hood. You get what I'm saying? So that means a lot, bro. That means a lot. This is a big movement there. And there's so many people over there now that believes in them because they said they never had shows like that for Xbox now. They never had shows like that. They was throwing Tokyo show. They're throwing Tokyo shows for Xbox over there. Do you know how big that is? So it's not to justify the price hike. No, I don't agree with it. But I'm just saying that I understand it. Eventually, if Sony done started this trend, I kind of knew it was going to soonly start to say, well, we are trillionaires. We are about our bag, but we do want to bring you value. So that's why it's kind of hard to really be mad at it, because they're trying to bring us value still with Game Pass. And then you look over here on the blue team with Lion Jim Ryan. And you sit there and look at this clown just sitting there with that smirk on his face. Like, you just can just be like, dude, do you even, why? Why are you even the CEO? Why are you even the president over PlayStation? You could have been over the movies, the tech, anything else. But why did they choose you to do what? What are you fixing? Like, what are you doing to make PlayStation better? Like, you ain't believing in generations, because you're still doing cross platforms, cross gens. You don't even want to do crossplay without charging the creators, like Fortnite. I think they even charge Call of Duty. I think they charge some more people. You're charging people on everything. Listen to me. Everything on Sony has a paywall. You have to pay to play. That's why these other countries are complaining. And I'm looking at these people, and I'm just like, these are real diehard fans that would love to have a PS5. They would love that. They say we can't afford it. We can't afford it. So that's why I would say, Uncle Phil, you may have to take this in consideration and maybe not do price hikes in every country. I don't think that'll be good for them. You know what I'm saying? As gamers, as a gaming community, I think certain countries, you know, you probably can do a few dollars, you know, no over probably like $3 to $5. If it go up $3 to $5, okay, maybe people could probably squeeze that out. But in these other countries, man, that it ain't gonna, you know, fly with them, because they already done kind of came out and said, bro, we ain't gonna be able to afford, if it gets any higher than $3 to $5, bro, if the subscription service, it can't go over that. I'm pretty sure they can squeeze out maybe that much more, but even then, that's gonna be tight. That's how bad it is in some countries, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I say I don't agree when people pick on people like that, because of, I know their struggle. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I didn't agree when certain fanboys came out kind of dissing less fortunate people the other day when I heard that story came out again. That's like the second time I had heard some little fanboys out there kind of roasting on and picking on people that's less fortunate. And this is one of the reasons right here. Because they are less fortunate. They just don't have what they have. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's a road that we want to go down and play with much. You know, do all these price hikes and all that stuff. It's starting to get old already. Sony already kind of like burnt it out. You know, they already burnt that bridge with me and a lot of more fans that kind of had a little hope for this generation with PS5. That's like, you know what? I may actually consider getting one with those AAA bangers, but then I was like, nah. I was like, that console is the things that they're doing. It's not making it worth it. You know what I'm saying? That frame dropping, that FPS dropping can't hold, capped off at 30 frames per second, overpriced remake station. It's ridiculous, man, to do a price hike on a console that you're making cheaper. Please, Xbox, I'm begging you not to go down that route what Jim Ryan went down, just so he can have a little more change in his pocket. Just a few more million in his pocket. That's all. Just a couple more million. That's all he want. So I'm gonna make the console weaker. It already can't hang with all the development and the teams are having problems with. Clearly, clearly we can see what the problem is. It's that rotten potato. It's not the Xbox Series X potato. It's the rotten potato, the PS5. That's what it is. Those Decepticons. They tried to psych everybody out and make them feel like those developers are something else, ain't they? They got some nerve, boy. They got some nerve to come out and put Xbox Series S on blast, and that's one of the smoothest running consoles on certain games because it's right at the perfect development. You know, they don't want to you know, develop games for different consoles and then PC. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to take all that time out to do it, so they just rush them out there and they cap them off at 30 FPS. And you have all these brand new Samsungs, LG, Sony TVs that's at 8K. What are they gonna do with 30? Come on, that's a waste of money. Now you don't went out and bought. Listen, you got some big spenders out here. You don't went out and bought that PS5. You don't went out and bought that Series X. You don't went out and bought a Samsung 20K running at 3,000 FPS. you know sometimes Samsung just throw some crazy numbers out there. Oh man, we got 100K. You know, you'll be like, what? But you know what I'm saying? They done went out there and spend all this money on these big 4K, 8K TVs, and we're running at 30 FPS. It's a joke. Stop it, Sony, stop it, bro. They're going under 30 on the Plague Tale Requiem, man. The game dropped under 30. It went to 24, so it went to 20. Say, this is a joke, Jim Ryan. Fix it, Jim. Fix it, Jim. We're gonna start calling him Mr. Fix It, since he seems like he have all the answers to everybody's problem. Oh, fix it, Jim. Fix it, Jim. Every time I see him, I'm like, oh, you better fix it, Jim. You better get that wrench, that screwdriver. You better fix it, Jim. But man, I'm just jiving though. You know what I'm saying? I got love for the PS5, but I just don't like how it's overpriced in other countries, and these people can't, you know what I'm saying, afford a $70 game every pop, bro. Like, I'm talking about, man. And you know they want to play those AAA bangers. Come on, God of War about to drop, and they did a price hike on everything, bro. They ain't cutting no deals on Sony. No deals. You call Target right now, they ain't cutting no deals. They don't got no discount, nothing. You call Best Buy, oh, we're out of the PS5. You can order it online. The price probably jacked up ×2. You can't find one. You got a waiting list you're sitting on for years. Some people probably ain't gonna get a PS5 to 2030. You know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous, man. I don't think they were ready for this generation. And you know what I'm saying? And the stuff that they're asking of the gamer community is not adding up. It's just not adding up, bro. I'm just like, I'm so frustrated with the whole price hike, because I know whose fault this is. You know, by Sony being so greedy and grimy, man, it's just like they taking things in a different direction from where the gamer community would like to go. We would like to go back to where we can just game and have fun with our friends, hop online and just game. The simple as that. Just get back to gaming how we used to game in the 360, PS3 days. Some PS4 days. We had some good PS4 days. And Xbox One days. We had some pretty good days in that battle too. But for the most part, it's like this generation is bittersweet. It's like some things I like about it and some things I don't. But when it's something I really don't like about it, it's really bad. It's not like a little bit, like 10%. It's like 50 to 100% every time. It's not like a little bit of hiccup. It's like a life-changing decision. Do I want to game today, or do I want to eat? Do I want to pay my bills today, or do I want to game? Do I got to go put some gas in my car, or do I want to game? It's like a life-changing situation. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, what in the world is going on with gaming, man? It's like, okay, we get that Sony is greedy, grimy, scandalous, shady, But do you gotta make it so known? Like, do you gotta be so out there? I'm saying at least make it secretive. Like, do it behind closed doors. But they are coming out in the open with it. It's like Jim Ryan is like, I want all your money. Give me all your chips. As a matter of fact, what's your bank account? Cash out me, Jim Ryan. Cash out me at Jim Ryan. Oh man, but I'm gonna leave it right there, man. I just want to touch on that topic because I know it's a lot of people are extremely mad right now, boy, when they heard about that Xbox Game Pass maybe going up. And then you probably got the ponies over there like, they got y'all too. You know those Decepticons over there laughing. They're like, got him, Uncle Phil, got him. But you knew it was coming, man. We knew it was coming. We knew it was coming because it was just like, it's too much. It's too many people doing price hikes and raising the price on that, on this. And so I already kind of expected it, and this conversation came up before. But man, I'm gonna leave it right there, guys. So if you guys would like to jump into the Xbox ecosystem, the PlayStation ecosystem, rent games, or like to check out some of my merch, man, click the links down in the description, guys. And you already know what to do. Make sure you smash that like, that subscribe button, click that notification bell so you guys can be notified on all of the new latest and greatest news in these gaming streets. Thank you and peace.